What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. The greatest danger to our future is apathy. Only if we understand can we care. Only if we care will we help. Only if we help shall all be saved. Every individual matters. Every individual has a role to play. Every individual makes a difference. You cannot share your life with a dog or a cat and not know perfectly well that animals have personalities, minds, and feelings. Change happens by listening and then starting a dialogue with the people who are doing something you don't believe is right. I like to envision the whole world as a jigsaw puzzle. If you look at the whole picture, it's overwhelming. But if you work on your little part of the jigsaw and know that people all over the world are working on their little bits, that's what will give you hope. The least I can do is speak out for those who cannot speak for themselves. We have so far to go to realize our human potential for compassion, altruism, and love. I think the most important thing we can do is work to change attitudes so that people come to understand that animals are sentient beings, that they experience joy and sadness and fear. We still have a long way to go, but we are getting there, and the time to act is now. The environment we create is the legacy we leave for the future. If we kill off the wild, then we are killing a part of our souls. To reconnect with nature is key if we want to save the planet. Each of us carries the responsibility of the planet on our shoulders. Cultural evolution has not kept pace with technological advances, and this has led to an environmental crisis. It actually doesn't take much to be considered a difficult woman. That's why there are so many of us. Animals help us see the world from a different perspective and connect with our own humanity. Hope is about action. We must be inspired to do something about what we hope for. It is desperately important for the future of our planet to educate people about the impacts of climate change. We must remember that each choice we make today creates the world of tomorrow. The most important thing is to realize that you can make a difference. Together, we can make the world a better place for animals, people, and the environment. Every day, we have the choice to act with kindness and respect. Animals are more like us than we ever could have imagined. I don't have any idea of who or what God is, but I do believe in some great spiritual power. I feel it especially when I'm out in nature. Our planet needs us now more than ever, and every act of compassion and conservation counts. People say think globally and act locally. I say think locally and act locally, and it will become global. You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. In order to be better stewards, we need to become better at understanding the interconnectedness of all life. We don't have to engage in grand, heroic actions to participate in the process of change. Small acts, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world. We have the choice to use the gift of our lives to make the world a better place. The window of time to save the planet is closing. We must act now and do what we can. The greatest danger to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. The beauty of nature is in its diversity, and it's that diversity we must preserve. People need to be inspired to care and to know that their actions matter. I have a vision of the world where all humans are treated with respect and kindness. We have the power to create a future where people, animals, and nature can coexist in harmony. I feel that I must fight to protect our fragile environment and the animals who cannot speak for themselves. The resilience of nature shows us that healing is possible if we give it a chance. Children are the future, and instilling a love and respect for nature in them is our greatest responsibility. Nature has an incredible ability to recover, but only if we give it the space to do so. The more we learn about animals, the more we realize how similar they are to us. Understanding is the first step to compassion, and from compassion comes change. In the end, it is the compassion and the actions of individuals that will save our planet. Humanity will only thrive if it learns to coexist with nature rather than exploit it. We must teach our children to respect and cherish nature, for they inherit the earth. The heart of conservation is the desire to leave a better world for future generations. Only together, With compassion and respect, can we ensure a sustainable future for all life on Earth? The survival of the planet depends on the choices we make today. We must remember that we are not apart from the rest of nature. We are a part of it. Each and every one of us can make a difference, no matter how small we may feel. Every little thing you do makes a ripple in the world. Together, these ripples can build a current of hope. Conservation starts with understanding the connection between ourselves and the natural world. A wise society is one that respects the intricate balance of life and protects all creatures. Every species has a role in the ecosystem, and every species lost is a loss to us all. Education is the key to transforming how we relate to the environment and each other. To protect wildlife is to protect ourselves, as our futures are intertwined. We have a responsibility to be stewards of this earth for the health of our own species and all others. The earth is a gift, and it is up to each of us to cherish and protect it. When people come together with a common purpose, even the greatest challenges can be overcome. Each animal is a masterpiece of evolution, deserving of respect and protection. I believe that we as a species are capable of rising to the challenges we face. Our task must be to expand our circle of compassion to all living beings. Animals can teach us the values of loyalty, compassion, and resilience. To care deeply about the planet and all its creatures is the truest form of humanity. The greatest strength we have is the power of community, working together for a shared goal. Our choices today will determine the legacy we leave for tomorrow's children. If we are kind to animals and nature, we create a world filled with empathy and respect. Hope cannot be found in cynicism. It must come from belief in our collective potential. Our actions can and do change the world. Together, we can make a difference. The way we treat animals, wild and domestic, is a reflection of the way we treat each other. True learning comes when you open your heart to the world around you. Every ecosystem, every forest, every river is interconnected, and the well-being of each part affects the whole. When we destroy nature, we destroy the very foundation of our own survival. Nature is not a place to visit. It is home. To be kind is more important than to be right. We have no right to harm any creature. If we listen to nature, we can find solutions to many of the problems we've created. Nature has the answers, but we must be humble enough to ask the questions. The power of imagination and curiosity can lead us to incredible discoveries. To look into the eyes of an animal is to see the soul of the world. To look into the eyes of an animal is to see the soul of the world.